can feel it before you see it. There's a moment in retail, quiet, subtle, when you just know something is about to go wrong. The air changes, the rhythm shifts, the customers start moving differently, and you think, here we go. That's what this episode is about, spotting the disaster before it hits. Because prevention is really the only superpower in retail. What are the early warning signs? Retail disasters don't appear out of nowhere. They announce themselves quietly. You'll notice the queue starts forming faster than usual. The system starts stuttering and slowing down. The team looks distracted. You see groups forming. The manager disappears. The music stops. Each one is a signal, and if you can catch it early, you can stop the chain reaction. So watch the rhythm, not the clock. Retail runs on rhythm, not time. When the rhythm breaks, disaster follows. If the floor feels off, too quiet, too loud, too fast, something is wrong. You don't need a rotor to tell you that. You just need, awareness. Because rhythm tells you more than any report ever will. There are 3 types of retail disasters. There's customer driven, which is the complaints, the queues and the meltdowns. There's system driven, which is tills, crashing, scanners failing and stock vanishing. And then team driven, miscommunication, fatigue, chaos, absenteeism. Each one starts small, and then each one will grow fast, and each one can be stopped early, but only if you're paying attention. There's a thing called the customer temperature check. You can feel the temperature of the shop floor. If a customer starts pacing, sighing, or glancing at each other, tension is building, and that's your cue to jump in quickly but efficiently to act. You don't wait for the explosion. You step in early. You say, thanks for waiting. I'll be right with you as soon as I can. That one sentence can reset the atmosphere. Check on your team. Check on the team's energy regularly. Retail teams, they're like batteries. They drain fast. If you see people slowing down, snapping, or just plain zoning out, you're minutes away from what could be a meltdown. So recharge them, not with speeches, but with small resets. Say, go and grab a drink, just take 2 minutes, or do you want to do this instead? Energy management is disaster prevention. And then there's the system paranoia. Every experienced retail worker has system paranoia, and it's justified. If the till freezes once, you think, it's going to do that again. If the scanner glitches, it'll glitch harder and more frequently. And if the stock system lags, well, it's about to crash. So you prepare. You keep backups ready. You print receipts manually. You start basically looking for any which way you can cover when the tech fails. Because panic doesn't fix systems, but preparation. Well, preparation does. And then there's the manager disappearance. When things start to go wrong, quite often the manager vanishes. Not because they're hiding, because they're firefighting somewhere else. So you don't wait for rescue. You stabilise your own area. You lead it quietly. You keep the team steady. And you buy time until help arrives. That's real leadership. Not waiting, but acting. You need to adopt a prevention mindset. Retail disasters are predictable. If you think ahead, you ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could happen in this scenario? Then build a plan to prevent it. You don't need to live in fear, but you need to live in readiness. because the best retail workers aren't reactive, they're actually proactive. So the moment of truth. Disasters don't define you, how you handle them does. If you can spot chaos before it hits, you're not just surviving retail, you're mastering it. And that's what separates the experienced from the overwhelmed. Retail disasters will always happen. But if you can see them coming and stay calm when they arrive, you're already there. You've won. Because retail isn't about avoiding chaos. It's about recognising it early and turning that into control.